Hi guys, Markin, the dentist. Another episode today, again about digital dentistry. And today I am going to show you how to design a screw retained implant crown in Exocad after immediately placed implant with surgical guide. So let me just load my data and show you what are we going to do. We have our Exocad open already. We start the new project. As before, you have to choose the client. You have to choose the name of the patient. So that's what I am going to do. And now you have to define your job. So again, we are going to work with tooth number 36, but not the same. Again, we are going to choose anatomic crown, the same type of restoration. We are gonna to mill it from zirconia, but our implant is gonna be screw retained. So we choose a screw retained. We could also choose a custom abutment, so we will design our custom abutment, but I prefer to design my crowns as single restoration on T-base, so this is what I'm going to do. I do not change anything. You can choose the shape here, but it does not matter on your designing process. Let's choose it. You can also choose the shade of the neighboring teeth. As before, we choose adjacent as a 3.5 and also 3.7, so press Ctrl and mark the adjacent tooth. We also need to choose antagonists. Pressing Shift, OK. But I forgot that on our scan, on our crown, we are going to use our pre-op model. So we are going to load it. I have to change it. Again, we are going to work with digital impression scan. So we press Save, so we can go further, and then we click Design to start the designing process. Okay, we got our CAD application launched. So we need to load our digital scans that we in this case have taken from Medit intraoral scanner. I got them here. First we need to load the lower jaw. So here we go. As we chose that our crown will be implant based screw retained, we need to load our marker. So this is a scan body scanned in patient's mouth, and we need to choose our pre-op scan. I am using the scan I made when I designed a surgical guide. This is my pre-op. As you can see, in this case it is not in correct position, so after the moment we will have to adjust it. And also we need to load the upper jaw. And here we go. Now I'm going to check if everything is fine. First, you need to set the view, so you look on the occlusal surface of the teeth. Let me just check also with antagonists if everything is okay. Yes, it is. So view to the occlusal surface, and next. Pretty simple until now, and not as easy as before because our pre-op is not in the right position. So it's pretty damn hard to position it manually. So I will choose option automatically, and I will set the corresponding points. Let me just choose some of them. Remember to always start with first point on the pre-op scan, then on the right scan. Okay, here and here. You always need 3 corresponding points. This is important. Okay, and then you press perform alignment. As you can see, the align is not perfect. It can be due to the scan inaccuracies, but we can check it by clicking best fit matching. It will take a while, but meanwhile I am going to show you how the case started, because as you can see, we started from this point. Oh man, it was a little faster. Let me just go further and continue what I wanted to show you. We started from this situation. We had the teeth which was unable to restore and to treat, so we decided to extract it. Patient wanted to replace this teeth with dental implants, so we decided to go with immediate implantation. So we started to, so we decided to plan our implant position regarding to future position of the crown. So this position turned out to be good. We can look at it in 3D view. Okay, as you can see, it is perfectly in the middle of the roots, in between them. So it's angulated a little messily, but this is how the teeth are placed. So we try to position our implant watching on the future restoration position. This is our guide, surgical guide, which we exported just like here for 3D printing. And after it was 3D printed, we performed with our surgical procedure. I got some pictures from the procedure, maybe not a lot of them, but there are a couple of them. The teeth while extracting, and the socket after extraction. Here is the extracted root, mesial and distal. We extracted it via separation, and that's it. So after we place the implant, this is its position, so it's approximately the same position we planned, as you can see, also on 3D image. And after it healed, so it was approximately 3 months, we decided to go with designing the restoration. So this is how it is. And here we go. Let me just show you my keyboard. Okay, we got our abutment and our scan. We choose our scan body from the library. I used a Neobiotech implant. So I choose the right scan body, to this case, which I used in the patient's mouth from the library. You have to let the software know how much of the scan body is seen out from the gingiva, and you try to fit it as good as you can, and after that you press best fit matching and you try to match it as good as you can. What you want to achieve is to the meshes intersect each other, so you have some different colors and this is the right position. Okay, now we can press next and the software implemented an implant in its right position due to the scan body position. Now we can do something with our scan. So as you can see, we got here some unnecessary areas. So maybe I'm going to cut them out. Again, the same, delete. Left mouse button, move your mouse, left mouse button twice, delete, or on your keyboard or here. Rest is okay. Now we have a hole here because the scanner did not look that far. So we mark this area the same and we press close holes. Now, as you can see, we will get it to define emergence profile. But before we are going to do it, I'm going to get into export mode and I'm going to freeform my scan data to make my emergence profile a little better, because healing screw was round and I wanna do some oval shape of my emergence profile. So first I'm going to smoothen a little bit the area inside to make my crown have a better shape. Then, as you can see, because not entire abutment, T-base abutment is seen here, so I'm going to choose some sculpting tool and I'm going to remove some material lower, so our crown will be a little wider and it will let us to get a better emergence profile. Gingiva will be pushed by the crown, so it will adjust to the new shape. And now, also by removing a little of gingiva, I'm going to create some oval shape here to make my crown look a little better. Again, after I'm finished, I can maybe also a little here. Okay, so we have our emergence profile. We can mark it to let the software know where we are. So we go back into the wizard mode and we mark our emergence profile. Remember that you are designing this in three-dimensional, so you need to look at it from different angles to avoid mistakes like here, that you thought everything was marked correctly, but when you looked at it from a different angle, it turned out you marked it too low. Okay, I think this will be a good position, good shape. And now we go one step further. The program will ask us if we want to copy the neighboring teeth. In this case I don't want to do it. We can also choose mirror, but it's also not my goal. So I'm going to press next to choose the teeth from the library. Okay, here we go. I always like to work when it's completely visible. I'm choosing True Smile. If you don't have this option, you will need to work with the yellow teeth. Let me just by pressing Ctrl rotate it a little bit. Now with my mouse move it a little bit in its right position again. Maybe I rotated it too much. Okay. I think we are home. And you always try to do your positioning, initial positioning, to have not much intersecting with antagonists. We are pressing next. Now you can see there is a different angulation between implant and crown, but in this case it doesn't matter. We will fix it on the next step. You can choose this option to start your margin a little below the gingiva to make your emergence profile look more natural. We press next, and now we are able to freeform our crown. So this is what I am going to do right now. First I'm going to turn off the view of scans, and I am going to smooth and flatten with a little better and stronger sculpting tool to make it, to look it a little better and more physiological. Okay, this is it, and you can see a different strange concave shape here. So this is what I am going to fix right about now, because we don't want that kind of shape, and smoothen it again. Okay, this is our first shape. Now I'm going to adapt it occlusally by cutting intersections approximately, and now I'm going to add my crown final shape. As you can see, program also cut in the area where the gingiva is here, but I am going to fix it right about now by smoothing it. Oh, I chose the wrong option. Now I am going to smooth it all. Okay. And we are almost ready with our crown. Maybe I will fix this shape a little bit, because it was also concave and I don't want it like this. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the scan to see my crown from a different angulations. I think it is too much buccally. So again, I'm going to use smoothing tool to give it more natural shape. Also, we can adjust a little from the lingual side. And I think we are almost done. What we also can do is to adjust it a little better to our occlusal plane, so we can move our teeth a little up, just like here. I will not use again adapting tool because it will destroy my gingival area. Okay, we can check the CAD view to see if our occlusion is okay. Okay, everything is fine. So now we are almost at the end. Let me just check it from different angulations. Maybe this cusp is a little too high, so make it a little lower. Okay, and we are done. So next, and our restoration is ready. The program asks us if we want to adapt it to pre-op. As you can see, we could make it a little wider, but I think this position is going to be better in my opinion, so I leave it as it is. Now we need to design a screwing channel, but I don't find any reason to change here or anything, so I just press next to generate it automatically. And our crown is, as you can see, ready. After that you can design a model, but I will show you this in the next episode. So for today I am done. So I am ending the CAD application. The crown you will find here in Explorer. Let me just show it to you. This is it. Exactly. It is STL file ready to mill or print or whatever you would like to do with it. Let me just show you how this case was finished. So this is the crown from its occlusal and buccal view, and this is from lingual view. So this case was pretty nice to perform, and also showed us something interesting. That's it for today. On the next episode I am going to show you how to design a model in Exocad, because it's also helpful. Take care, see you next time, bye.